Hey, welcome to Drum Roll. And today I have with me an Australian songstress and keys player who's toured with the ARIA award-winning Monsieur Camembert, the Latin Grammy-nominated duo Ramirez Satorre, and regularly performs with the ARIA-nominated band Chaika. She studied and performed in Canada and Argentina and headlined the Sydney International Women's Jazz Festival with her ensemble, Emily and the Wild Things. I'd like to welcome Emily Rose Shakova.
Hello!
Hello, thank you for joining me today. Now, you've obviously had to deal with the scene changing so much at the moment. Everything seems to be very dramatically changed, and you always used to have a very busy calendar running from one venue to the next, and that's all changed so much. How's it changed for you?
Well, we've been spending a lot more time at home for sure. And I think that probably the first couple of months of not having any gigs and tours and everything, I was probably just in a state of shock, actually. And we spoke amongst in the industry, you know, with lots of different touring artists and band bookers and stuff about how we were feeling. And I think a lot of us didn't even realize that we'd sort of suffered like a mild sort of form of trauma, because you spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours at home in front of a computer, on the phone, booking tours, doing all that administration, and then, you know, hours of rehearsal and composition and arranging and all of that sort of stuff, which generally culminates in a tour, you know, and concerts and stuff. And so we were actually on tour with Chaika down to Tasmania, and we were on our way back to Victoria to do a bunch of concerts and festivals. We were going to play the Melbourne Recital Centre. And we basically got a call en route, and a festival we were playing at said, "Hey guys, we're cancelling." You know, and this was on the Friday that the festival started. And then in the next 2 days, it was just one email after the other. We didn't even realise that when we hit Sydney, we then wouldn't see each other for like, you know, 2 months.
Becoming very resilient and switching from one shape of a business to another is really the key to survival, isn't it?
When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, right? As the saying goes. So a lot of positive things have come out of it. I've spent a lot of time at home learning about technologies that seem to be the way forward, and how the live music industry is sort of like starting to be hinged on the idea of things like live streaming, or just the ability to maybe give lessons to people online, and also producing music from home and filming as well.
I guess the fun thing about that is that technology was always there, but you're always too busy doing other things. So to be able to transfer over to that means that it's already set up. It's not sort of ironing out the wrinkles. You know, all of that stuff has already been done because it's been around for some years. And it means that you can open out to a global audience now too, not just your concerts, but your lessons as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Chaika did a couple of live streams in the last few weeks. And it's funny, you know, we joked like we had like hundreds more viewers than we've ever had, you know.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can build a following, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a great way to actually build like a wider following in more places.
So you've got lessons happening, haven't you, on your website?
Yeah. I learned about the best way to get the camera angle from above the piano, and so now I've got like 2 camera angles, and I worked out the best sound so that my students could hear things really nicely and properly. And I think, yeah, the ability to like record while you're demonstrating stuff and then have it in a folder and send it to them after the lesson, that's pretty cool. Being able to do stuff online in terms of workshops is pretty cool, because I know a music camp down in Victoria, String Mania, that's been doing great stuff with Crowdcast, and they've been getting all the previous tutors to run workshops during this strange COVID period. And so you've got people from all over Australia and all over the world doing awesome workshops and stuff online with someone from Canada or someone from Scotland. You know, it's pretty cool. That's really awesome.
Great. And your studies have taken you all over the world as well. So you've got such a diverse range of musical styles that you work in professionally.
All of my life, basically, since I've been playing, all the different genres and traditions that I've sort of learnt about, starting with classical and then like dabbling in jazz, doing some tango, doing some folk, and sort of doing a little bit of Balkan, and all of those things keep culminating in what I then compose. And so now this new project, actually, Emily Rose and the Wild Things, is almost like a little bit of a mouthpiece for all of that stuff that's been happening and bubbling, and now it's more me because they're all my own songs and compositions, but they're all informed by all these different inflections.
So what kind of music can we expect in this concert that's coming up?
The band is a pretty awesome hybrid. It's got your awesome kit player, jazz drummer Abby Constable. We've got Nick Henderson playing bass, my friend Luke Chapman on jazz guitar, and then I've got my friend Chris Stone, who's actually a fiddle player but comes from like this awesome tradition of sort of folk fiddling, but has a classical background and has been studying a lot of jazz sort of stuff as well. And I'm playing piano and also Nord, this lovely keyboard over here, and some synths. I've got this fun little micro Korg, which makes fun sounds, new things that I've been experimenting with. And I sing, so I've been writing a lot of lyrics.
Is it going to get people up dancing, or is it going to chill them out?
We'll be doing both, yeah. For sure.
Have a dance and then relax. Okay, so the concert is 16th of July. That's Thursday night. And at 8 p.m, that's for Sydney. And we can get to that via your website. I'll put up the link here. It's musicbyemilyrose.com.au. There'll be a link there that'll take you through to the concert.
Yeah. I'll do a little post on my front page about the concert and a little bit of information about Emily Rose and the Wild Things. And then people can sort of read about it and work out how they're going to get onto the live stream for the night. And then while the stream is going, there's going to be a PayPal link and people can donate.
So we've got to think about how we're paying 5 performers here. When you're doing your donations, we've got 5 performers and 3 background people, crew, and that sort of thing that all need to be paid this week. They all need to pay their bills. And so do think about that while you are donating your money. This is not like buskers on the side of the road needing $5. This is their concert for the week. So do think about that when you are attending the concert. So that sounds great. And also on your website, you've got a link to your lessons as well, Emily?
Yeah, I do. I've got a couple of links there, actually, if people want to sort of become more involved in the music that I'm making. You can actually sort of join my little VIP Patreon club, which is just $5 a month. And then you can get a whole bunch of content, videos and stuff that I make through the Patreon platform. And you can always ask me questions through there. I can make videos for you about your particular questions. I do like reharmonization stuff there and video tutorials. And there's also an option if you want to have like a monthly lesson with me as well as that. You can actually opt to have a monthly lesson as well. Yeah.
Patreon's great for that, isn't it? Making up different levels of membership. Very,
totally.
Very good.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. So you'll find all of that on musicbyemilyrose.com.au. And hopefully you can join the concert on Thursday, 16th of July. Thank you so much, Emily Rose, for joining me today.
Thanks, Annabelle.